Hello and welcome back to the Cronecast at the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do weekly and monthly energy reads with candle magic assistance. I do divine and spirit guide message reads, sometimes with candle magic assistance, sometimes with pendulum assistance. I do yes and no tarot, I do predictive and energy read tarot, and I do active magic candle magic tarot, and that's what I have for you today. First up, let me remind you that I am having a free reading giveaway every month for the remainder of 2020. Please drop a comment in the comment section down below, subscribe, hit that post notification bell so that you know every time I post. By the way, I have been streaming live on YouTube, giving some free readings, so go ahead and subscribe and you'll be notified when I'm going to be online, because I'm not very good at the scheduler yet. So there's not a lot of notification, but I did do a few readings this morning. It's just one of the ways I can give back during our shutdown. I know everyone's a little bit stir crazy. I thought it might add some excitement to the whole proceedings. But today, what I have for you is an active magic, candle magic reading. It is timeless, and it is a no contact, no problem, call me. This is a spell to make someone who you have not heard from, and it doesn't have to be in a romantic capacity, but it can be, reach out to you. Text, call, email, get in touch, talk to you. This spell was adapted in part from Miss Avi's Hoodoo Delish Contact Me spell. It is partially mine, and then I took actually two of her ideas. She does great work, very pretty as well. It's one of the things that caught my eye when I was cruising through channels, and I did like the idea, so the pin is in honor of her. We have 4 different piles today. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. And what you're going to do is you're going to concentrate, see which one calls out to you. That is the message that you're meant to receive. Now, do feel free to pick more than one pile, as all of the candles have been anointed with specific conjure oils, and I will go over what the conjure oils are at the time of the reading, but they all have a specific purpose. This is active magic. That is not the same thing as me doing a spell on you, but it does mean I have conjured magical energies that you can interact with, you can focus, and you can pull them into your situation to try and make things happen in your life. There's going to be an insert in a moment so that you can pick your pile, and I will see you at the time of your reading. Thanks so much for joining me. Hello and welcome back. If you picked pile number 1, then this is your reading. Your candle has been anointed with mastery and command. This is from Inexplicable Things. I'm not affiliated. They just have great products. They're super nice people as well. This means this is almost certainly going to be an employment situation or something where contact with a bank, hearing back on something that has some bearing on your life that is of some importance. That doesn't mean it can't be a relationship, but it is more likely a business dealing, a job seeking kind of interview thing. There are other piles here that have pretty much nothing to do with business and are all about personal life, but I'd wanted to make sure and include at least one pile that had to do with hearing back from potential employers. There is a petition underneath this. It is tailored to something that I'm trying to do, but that does not mean that the candle magic is not available to you. It is. All of the candles have been carved as well, which serves as a petition also, with things like text me, call me, contact me, tell me your truth, get in touch. Every one of the candles has something carved into it as well. Let's go over what's on the candles so that you can understand what's going on here. So I do have mint for communication. That is always going to be something that whenever there's a give and take given, there's likely to be mint on a plate. It opens up the pathways. I have blessed, empowered, and activated this to draw energy in, to draw contact in. I have honey, and that is to sweeten the exchange, to make sure that people are amenable to you, that they have a good energy coming into the exchange. There's not a lot of acrimony, there's not a lot of disappointment, there's not a lot of anger. If you're trying to settle a dispute, this is also going to help. I have coffee to help speed things up. I also have cinnamon to add a little bit of heat to the situation, also to bring some rapidity to the situation. Then I have licorice root. This is a domination type of root. It means that you're trying to bring your will to bear on somebody else to get them to come into contact with you, to get them to reach out, to kind of push that process along. I have Lavender, that is to help obscure this work so that if you were to go to somebody like me, I would not be able to spot that there is magic being done. I have star anise, that helps bring things to be in the physical world, in this realm, in the 3D world. You can do all the magic in the world, but if you don't bring it into this world and it only remains in the mental realms, then it doesn't do what most people want it to do. We also have, what else do I have here? My goodness. I have a bay leaf, which bay leaves are great for wish granting. It has contact me inscribed on it. I have a red carnation and a yellow carnation. Carnations are great for power and for domination as well. All of the candles have been anointed with eucalyptus and also with clove oil. That's another thing for domination. And then as well as the mastery and command. Boy, did my kitchen smell interesting after this, by the way. The rose is actually for friendship, for love, and for, again, those good, warm exchanges that we wish to have. And is there anybody else on here that I need to be talking about? I do not believe that there is. I think that that is it for the moment. I did put a ton of coffee in there. Oh, you know what it is? This is the thing that Miss Avie actually inspired. A pin poked into the candle so that it penetrates the consciousness of the person that you are trying to contact, so that it's just kind of nagging at their mind until such time as they get in contact. And we're being very careful with moving these around since it also is sitting on a petition underneath. It's not as anchored to the plate as it normally would be. Once more, shout out to my poor beleaguered insurance agent, John, who really probably wishes I would do something that involved water magic tarot or something. Something a little less volatile. At the Six of Pentacles, I'm going to do a predictive spread. I'm going to tell you what I think the situation is at hand, and there should be multiple ones. Remember, concentrate, focus, think about what you're trying to do, and it's also a good idea to, whatever entity it is you're trying to get contact from, when you're focusing, to think, so-and-so contact me, so-and-so contact me, so-and-so contact me. Doing things in threes always seems to work in magic. This is low-level magic. You do not need protective practices around it. I have a circle up. You're interacting with energies that I conjured, and they are of benefit to you. Okay. This is a modified Celtic cross that I designed. I find that it works quite well. All right, this is a work situation, and you're jumping over there. All right. So I have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. This is about money being received in any respect, whether it's about a settlement, whether it's about a lawsuit, whether it's about a job that you're looking for, or a loan that you're trying to collect. This is about a give and take in a charitable relationship, but if you're looking for contact, it has something to do with money that is due you or money that you're trying to bring in. The Nine of Wands in the upright, it has been a while. If it's a job you applied for, it's been a while, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting. We are trying to light a fire underneath this particular person to let you know one way or the other. The Two of Swords in reverse is all about the choices that we make and facing truths. In the recent past, we have the Tower in reverse. Now, this is the shutdown time. This is a timeless reading, so if you see this 3 years from now, let us hope this is a big old memory to us and that we're like, hey, can you remember that when we didn't have any toilet paper? Yeah, them. This, however, right now, our world is in quarantine. Not a lot's happening. The Tower in reverse is about how we're managing an energy of change. This is what's influencing the area. But if you're seeing this in years hence, it just means that there has been a disruption in your life and you're trying to rebuild. Something that you're pretty excited about is a little bit blocked right now, but I do have the Page of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Wands in the upright. You would like to get things going. There is no contact. This is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse as well. I do think this has to do with work. You may have been furloughed and or laid off. You are eventually going to be called back. There is this energy blockage that you need to dissolve. It is all around contact. By the way, it isn't that you're unimportant. It's not at all about that. Remember, particularly when you're looking for something from somebody, particularly in a hiring capacity, they always have this giant task list, and whereas this is the one thing you're focusing on, they're putting things off and not thinking about it. And it's hard because I used to be in HR. On the other side of that equation, you have this giant list of things to do. You're not forgotten. You're not unimportant. Do feel free to reach out if you have not heard back in 10 days. This is a chime candle, by the way. It should burn down fairly rapidly. It has enough energy in it to give this a good boost. It should manifest in your life between 7 and 10 days. It's a general reading. It may not work for everybody, but heck, it is worth a shot. This does have to do with money. I have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright with the World in reverse. Until such time as you receive the income that is due to you, the increase, you're a little bit stuck. The Moon in reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Things are becoming clear to you. You're becoming more and more frustrated. It is a matter that has taken some time already, and you are hoping to get going in the right direction. Gosh, I really do think this is about a job. I think this is about a job. It's potentially about a loan as well. Some endeavor you were trying to get going. This is not going to hold true for everybody. It can't. It's general readings just simply can't apply to everybody. There's someone who interviewed for something more than 2 months ago. They are still going to be in contact. Concentrate, focus. You are actually on a list of people to be contacted. It's just that this keeps getting put down lower and lower on the priority list. Go ahead, concentrate on this. After 10 days, if you've not heard, reach out, but I do believe you will hear. The Nine of Wands in the upright, that always does turn out well. It does mean that the battle is almost over in almost all respects. Boy, you're trying to do something with this money that is developing of a creative idea. It's possible you're trying to launch on your own. Gosh, that Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it just feels like things have ground to a halt. What you do need is this communication to get things hopping again. Let's check some of the energies here. Let's see. Okay, somebody's waiting to hear from a relative as well. There's somebody waiting to hear from a relative who owes them money. They don't have it right now, but they will be in contact soon. All of the communications on this one look fairly positive. There's somebody who, if you're looking for information on a potential loan, you may have to apply at a different bank. It does look like the outcome may not be positive, but they will have good suggestions for you. I have adjacent possibility. Oh my gosh, adjacent possibilities in the upright. That means there are more options than you realize. Door to Spirit. This is one of the ways you can interact with Spirit. I work with celestial and angelic magic. You do not need to be afraid of what I am doing. It harnesses angelic and celestial power. Door to Spirit is about receiving messages, having communications. Whenever the flame starts jumping like that, I get very curious. And I do have contract. This does seem, this is really addressing the loan type of energy. There is something for you to be able to get the funds that you need. It is not necessarily what you first reached out for, but the person that you need to be in contact with may in fact have some good advice on what to do to get something going towards you. I don't think my read needs any clarification. There we go. All right, I'll take them. Okay, I have temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? The fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. There's a couple of energies here that suggest that it might have been a spending habit. Try and reel it back. Remember, things do not bring happiness. They don't. They give us that temporary relief. Look within the Door to Spirit to try and find better answers about what will truly bring you joy. Although this really does seem to be a financial and or work concern, know that it doesn't contain all of your answers. It simply contains the energy for your stability. I have transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Go outside. It's time to go outside and tune in the powerful peace of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. A little bit problematic at the time of the shutdown, but remember you can still go for walks. It is actually important to kick up some endorphins. They help fight off the energy of depression. Timeless reading, again though, if you're reading this or seeing this after the shutdown is over, it may seem to be memory, then that is very valid advice. Get outside, ground. Your root chakra is where your fears tend to lie, your fears about security, your fears about money, and your fears about what is to lie ahead. Grounding is one of the best ways, because your root chakra is in charge of grounding, that you can sort of combat that energy and make sure that you're making it work for yourself. All right, we have protection. Strong protective magic for the family and the home. There we go. I do protective magic around all of the spells that I do. Oh, the lavender, I don't know if I've got around to explaining that. That's to bring peace to a situation, but also to obscure it so that the person who is being kind of nudged to contact will have no idea that somebody is doing magic on them. I have water. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. Oh, good. There's with communication, the communication is a spirit of air, but there is an emotional flow that you're trying to achieve having to do with security that surrounds this particular issue. Group number 1. I do believe that there's progress to be made in a very, it is about a job. In some instances, it's about a loan in another. So, person or people with the relative who may owe you money, you're going to be waiting just a little bit longer than you like to. You probably want to look to alternative means. That is going to be your adjacent possibilities as well. This is not a personal relationship. This is not a personal relationship. There's not a lot more to say about it. I'm going to grab Spooky just in case. Spooky is a divine message deck. And how did it become a divine message deck? One day it quit reading for people and it started spitting out messages having to do with questions on people's minds. And I interact with what is known as the advanced spirit of communication. It's sometimes called the Archangel Gabriel in some belief systems. I've always interacted with it as Gabriel, but I do call the deck Spooky because when it started giving messages, it was spooky. All right, my shuffle is a mess again as usual. I've got glitter all over me too. Oh, that's the other thing that I have on the candle, gold glitter, because it attracts spirits. Why do they like shiny things? I don't know, maybe they just think they're pretty. Part of the reason I try and make work as pretty as possible is that the things that you interact with actually have a tremendous appreciation for beauty. It really does help to try and make things pleasing. Let me take you too. Okay. Can you get a little more, please? Can you get a little more? I've got the Death card in reverse, King of Wands in the upright. Really? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. All right, Knight of Cups in the upright, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So the King of Wands, you will have that communication coming into you. That is awesome, and it will actually make you happy. Should help restore your stability and sense of fun. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is a very grounded person, but she's having a good time when she's in reverse, at least in some incarnations, and in this one it is. The Queen of Swords is, again, somebody who is guarding their words carefully, and that is something to keep in mind when this person and or entity gets in touch with you, is don't say too much. Wait and see. Don't react until you've heard everything. It is an important thing. Now, before we go, I'm going to pull the candle over to us and ask that you concentrate on it, and you think of the person and or entity that needs to contact you, and you just concentrate on it. We're moving this very gingerly so that, because again, insurance agent John, I'm sorry. Concentrate, focus, ask for these energies to come to you, to serve you. Contact me, contact me, contact me. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Please drop a comment below, hit the post notification bell so that whenever I post, you will be aware. There's going to be an insert in a moment. If you'd like to book me for a private reading, I do stream live. All the information on how to do that is there. The free reading that I'm offering is a 60-minute reading, and it is done via live streaming. I can do it pre-recorded if that's something that you prefer, and it can be on any topic that you like. Take care. Be well. Make sure that you are taking good care of you, and do not define your whole life by whatever this rides on. There are more options available to you with both the energetic universe and then the physical world. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 2, this is your reading, and your candle was anointed with Truth Serum. This is from Inexplicable Things. I am not affiliated. They just have great products and are very nice people. Let's talk about your candle. This is a spell plate. It is an active spell. You are interacting with active magical energies. Concentrate, bring them towards you. They can help fuel your own manifestations. That's what the concept is behind active candle magic. So, what I have on this plate is meant for communication because this is a contact me spell. And in this instance, it's to tell you the truth of the matter, no matter what it is. And it may in fact involve a personal situation, but I'm not sure. All the candles have been carved with things like text me, call me, tell me the truth, tell me what you're feeling. That can act as a petition as well, but there is an additional petition underneath this. That's why I have to move the plates so gingerly. That does have to do with some active work that I'm doing. I have on this a bay leaf also inscribed with contact me on it. Bay leaves are great for granting wishes. Peppermint opens up for communication. I blessed, empowered, and activated this to open the lines of communication to bring in energy for speaking, communicating, sharing your truth. I have honey, which is about sweetening the exchange, making sure that it's kept on the in a good vibe, making sure that everyone is well disposed towards each other. I do have coffee to speed things up and wake everybody up. I have a pin, which was inspired by Miss Avi over on Hoodoo Delish. Great work, really, really good practitioner, to try and prick the person's consciousness, to make them just have that little niggling thought over and over again that they need to get in touch with you, they need to get in touch with you. And until such time as they do, that's gonna stay there. I do have lavender as well to help obscure the work. That is pretty standard in most spell work, is you put it there to calm, to obscure. It's good for domination, but a kind type of domination in which the person is simply lulled. It's put into confusion and obscuring spells as well. This is not that quite. It just is hiding the work so that whoever feels this kind of push, 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 they're not going to go, hey, is somebody doing magic on me? This is, by the way, not domination magic, but I did anoint the candles with clove, which is for domination, to try and like make your will assert itself on theirs. Eucalyptus opens up the energies, burns away any blockages. And then, of course, the Truth Serum. I have some gold glitter because it does help attract spirits. I have 2 different colors of carnation. One's for attracting, another for power. Carnations are about power and spell. I have this pink rose that is for helping to make these communications friendly. This is the type of love that is found in friendship, but it's also for compassion, for the kindness that we show to one another. Is there anybody else? Oh, of course, how could I forget? I had cinnamon to help speed things up as well and to add a little heat to the exchange so that things get going rapidly. And then I also have licorice root, which is also another domination root. And that is, again, to kind of force the issue. And it's not going to make anybody march off a cliff or anything, but sometimes you do have to exert your will and just be kind of push, 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 because somebody may be engaged in something else and not thinking about something that's just driving you crazy. So it does help to just elbow them just a little bit. Hey, psst, psst, over here. Okay, I have the Page of Wands in the upright. I'm doing a predictive spread. It's not going to apply to everybody, but there should be messages in here for everybody. Listen carefully. It should contain some advice. Remember to concentrate on your candle. Think things like contact me, call me, whatever your situation is. If it's write me, text me. If it's show up at my front door, maybe wait until isolation is over. Although this is a timeless reading, I am shooting it at the time when we were in quarantine. Boy, that is a strong flame, and wow. Heavens to Betsy, I had trimmed the wicks to make sure that they're all the same height, and that guy is giant. The size of the flame has to do with how much energy is behind the spell as well. All right, what have I got going here? Well, things are going to get happening for you. Okay. So I have the Page of Wands in the upright with the 5 of Cups in the upright as well. Whatever the situation is that has caused you some pain, discomfort, and feelings of disappointment. You have been waiting for a while. This may actually be a personal relationship because I have the Lovers as the foundational card. It can be the card of Geminis. It can be the call to find the duality within and kind of marry it into a person. decide between two opposing opinions within yourself. I don't believe it is in this instance. I think it is part a personal relationship. I have the Star in the recent past situation. By the way, this is the card of psychics as well. The psychic cards are the Star and the High Priestess in the upright. It's a card of hope. But I do think that this has to do with attempting to reach out to what I suspect is your person in the ether, and trying to communicate with them telepathically, to get them messages, to let them know that you're thinking about them. Because I also have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is typically somebody who is not currently paired up and maybe feeling a little bit dissatisfied with that and searching for their next partner. With the Knight of Cups in the upright, it's looking kind of good for where that's heading. This is a communication that will make you happy coming towards you. I guess the spell is already doing its work. I have the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Cups in reverse. There may be unrealistic expectations around this, but the Nine of Cups in reverse is something that I typically see as a blocked energy versus a thwarted one. I do have the Eight of Wands in reverse at the moment. You are not in contact with this person, but I think that was a given with this particular spell set. I have the Empress in the upright and the Chariot in the upright. So the Empress, this is all things earthly. This is about love and sex and all of the good things that go with celebrating our physical bodies. And it is apparently coming towards you with the Chariot. You are going to be hearing soon, and I hope that the truth is something that makes you happy. I have the Queen of Cups in reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse. Now this can be about being depressed. This can be about being a little emotionally unbalanced. And with the Page of Cups as well, this is an energy of fatigue, along with the Four of Cups. There may be some initial disappointment, and you will have to reflect on things. This is one of the groups that I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifier with the tarot. What else do we have going on here? Somebody is waiting actually to a family member. They're concerned about their family member's health. They're waiting for word on that. It's potentially somebody else is trying to find out whether or not something they've been working on has been accepted. It may have been a proposal. Not like a romantic proposal. I mean, I happen to just drop that. Boy, you're very dissatisfied with how long this has been taking. Who else do we have on here? This is somebody who, you met somebody a while ago. You formed a connection. Things were going along for a little while and you thought things were quite hopeful, but of late, there's been this blockage. You're concerned that they've lost interest. I'd like a little clarification. I'm going to draw 4 cards as clarifiers. This is one. Star in reverse. Can I get some more cards, please? Okay, come on, 2 more times. I do talk to my decks. Sometimes I think it helps. There we go. Yeah, let's get 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Hierophant in the upright, 8 of Cups in the upright, 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay. So for the people in a potentially romantic situation, be prepared. Things are coming back to you. I do think it is likely to be good news over the course of time, but it is just the start of something. It's just the start of something. Somebody is working to rebuild their own stability. They're on a journey of self-discovery. You're very important to them, and they hope that you're still there when they get back from what they need to do. And that's the truth that they would like to communicate with you, and they're holding back. They don't feel they're quite good enough for you at the particular time. Yeah, they don't think they're good enough for you. 2 9s in reverse. Things have ground to a halt because they're stuck in a contemplative mode. Let's get something on the Quantum Oracle. Maybe we should go to the as I talk to myself, pardon me. Let's get something from the Quantum Oracle for some clarification. What is the truth of the matter? The truth of the matter is, at least for someone when it comes to a romantic situation, there is good news and there is bad news. And the good news is, hey, the feelings are there. And the bad news is, it's not going to get off the ground for a little bit, but that is the intention. There's something that your person really has to get finished with. They have to complete before it's a good idea for them to be with you. They've been stalling on it quite a bit. We have status quo, that's what that is. The healing light. Deception, hate that card, get it all the time. A consciousness of lack. The honoring path, one more. We're gonna go with the loving woman. All right, so you don't know everything. You may have in the past been deceived as to what this person's true feelings for you are. They are healing things. They really, this consciousness of lack card, I don't often see it this way. Whoever this person is, they honest to goodness don't think they are good enough for you. They think that you far outshine them. They're not right, but they are starting down their own path to try and discover their own light, to accomplish their own things. And they are mired in what looks to be their own difficult situation. This may not, I don't think this is a third-party situation. I really don't. I get the energy that things are already over. Predominantly what is coming through here is a personal relationship, by the way. There is something with a family matter as well. It's not the predominant energy. This is mostly about contact, about the status of someone's feelings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep up these cards to get a Making Magic card. Maybe we'll go Spooky. Spooky is my divine message deck. It has tendency to hone and clarify the messages of any reading. It became a divine message deck basically by its own accord one day. And it freaked me out, so I started calling it Spooky. This is a very old Rider-Waite deck, and by very old, I mean I actually have a deck that's 50 years old of basically somebody that I met while I was reading. So one of my clients sent to me from 1969. So this is no longer the oldest deck that I own, but it was for a long time. It was my first tarot deck, essentially, that I really started reading with. And it's got a very strange cardstock. It's very heavy and it can be very difficult to shuffle, and yet it feels very light and almost like airy. It's a strange deck. It has a weird energy too when I hand it to people to do anything with. I'm not getting any cards, so I've got one jumper. Let's see who it is. Fool in reverse, starting again. You're going to start again on a path with somebody. That's fun. Is the path going to be redefined, or is it going down the expected course? Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse, which is the only place I ever like to see that card. Page of, okay, I've got energy blockage, darn it. Okay, that's what's going on. They are actually being blocked by some circumstances beyond their control. Boy, they're not happy about it either. They would. So here's what happened. Your person delayed in making a choice, and now they're kind of trapped. They wish that they had gotten things off the ground a little bit earlier. They were trying to, but circumstances prevented them. They have been concentrating on healing. I'm not going to get anything after that. Whenever I get the Judgment card from this particular deck, it's saying, peace out, we're done. Because this is the card of the Archangel Gabriel, which is what I channel. It is the advanced spirit of communication. Okay, so healing has occurred and you're going to start again. This card in the upright and then this card in reverse. These are two twos. This is usually about denial, and this can be about a loss of balance. In this case, it doesn't mean that. I've been getting this surrounding the shutdown around a lot, but it will mean the same thing in any circumstances. This is that things are butting head. It can be about restored balance. It's not this time. It's about an energy blockage where it's prevented from happening in the physical realm at this particular time. The King of Cups, again, not happy about it. But we are nearing the start of something new. Things will become clear, and you will, in fact, learn the truth soon. You doggies. And by soon, how soon is soon? Well, soon is never soon enough when you've been waiting for a while. But what I would like you to do is concentrate on this particular candle. Let it call out to you. Concentrate on the person you would like to be talking to in the situation you would be like to learn the truth about, and simply think, contact me, tell me the truth. Contact me, tell me the truth. Contact me, tell me the truth. As you look into the flame, there are active magical energies available to you here. It is not, you're interacting with magical energies that I conjured, but you can utilize them for your own purposes and for your situation at hand. And I'm being very careful with these spell plates because they're not anchored in the way that they normally would be. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe, drop a comment in the comment section below. Hit that post notification bell so that you know whenever I post. And the reason to do that too is I have been streaming live and giving away free readings while doing that as well. But I am also holding a giveaway, giving away one 60-minute reading every month for the remainder of 2020. If you enter once, you remain entered for the rest of the giveaway, and I will be announcing the first winner in my monthly read, which I will be shooting on the 20th and probably posting on the 21st. Again, thanks for joining me. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's going to be an insert in a moment that has all the information on how to do that. Take care, be well. I hope you learn the truth soon. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your reading. And your candle was anointed with Come to Me. This is, again, almost certainly a romantic situation. Candidly, 3 of these piles are likely romantic situations, but I made sure to throw in something that would also have the potential to contain things about business, family relationships, and job seeking. So let's talk a little bit about what is on this spell plate. I'm going to be very careful with it because this is sitting on a petition. It's normally I anchor the candles to the plate. I do have a petition under here that I have blessed, empowered, and activated for something that I am trying to do. All of the candles have also been carved with separate commands that makes it an active petition for you about contact me, call me, text me, get in touch, tell me what you're thinking about, and come to me. So what I have on this plate is Mint for Communication. It does help open up the energy pathways so that you can receive that what has been blessed and empowered for. I have a ring of honey to help sweeten the communications so that it's pleasing to your heart and soul, and also the person will be well disposed towards you. I have coffee with that to wake them up and get it going more quickly. I have cinnamon. That will also add urgency and a little bit of heat to the situation. I also have licorice root, which is a domination root. You are trying to impress this other person with your will, really give them a good elbow to the ribs, hey, psst, it's been a while, tell me what's going on. I also have lavender to help obscure this particular work. Lavender does help hide magic that you're doing. So if you go to a reader and somebody is asking about a situation, we can pick up magic being done. This will help hide it. It will hide it from psychics as well. It's not the most heavy duty thing, but it just kind of creates this sort of confusing, softening, sedating energy around things. I do have star anise, which will help things manifest in the physical realm. And I also have a bay leaf with Contact Me inscribed on it. The thing inspired by Miss Avi over on Hoodoo Delish was the pin, which is to prick somebody's consciousness and kind of make them a little bit uncomfortable until such time as they reach out, with some gold glitter that does help attract spirits. The pink rose is for friendship, compassion, and easy give and take, with 2 carnations. One is red and one is yellow. Yellow helps draw things in. Red it helps inflame passions and get things going. It's also kind of a grounding influence, and carnations are wonderful for power. Do I have anybody else on here? I think that is it for right now. And we're going to very carefully move him over to the side. He's been a little wobbly the whole time. Like I'm always saying, my poor frickin' insurance agent. All right, here we go. Let's see what the situation is. Come to me. I have the Page of Wands in reverse. I have the Star in the upright. Six of Cups in reverse, King of Pentacles in the upright, King of Wands in the upright, the Lovers in the upright. I have the 5 of Cups in reverse, the Hermit as the external influence, the 5 of Pentacles as the hopes and fears. I have the 4 of Pentacles as one of the outcome cards, Justice. This is the 7 of Swords in reverse, things becoming clear. 2 of Swords in the upright, 9 of Swords in the upright as well. Death card in the upright as well. Death does not mean death. There's going to be a new beginning for you. So let's get to that part. All right, this does appear to be a romantic situation. I do believe it is involving a man. The person that you wish to contact you is a man. It may in fact be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, because I do have the King of Pentacles. It's potentially a fire sign though, because I also have the King of Wands. However, that usually does have to do with romantic pursuits. The King of Wands and the Lovers, well, that kind of says it all. It is a hopeful enough situation with the star in the upright. That can be the card of Libras, but it is also the card of psychic services. Your intuition may be telling you that this person that you're trying to contact right now, one of the reasons that you may want them to get them to come to you is you're concerned about them. You're concerned about their overall health and well-being, and you're not wrong to be. They've got some things going on. They're really plagued by anxieties right at the particular moment. You've had losses, and kind of a lot of them, but you try and keep them in perspective. Right now, this is the time of the isolation and the quarantine, and so the Hermit is the external influence, and it makes perfect sense right now. But whenever you're seeing this, because it is a timeless reading, this will also be it. This person has withdrawn from you and has not been communicating freely at all. And I take it it's been for a little while, long enough that you fear that you've been rejected with the Five of Pentacles in the upright. They are returning to a balanced state. They're trying to make sure that they're in a fit state for you as well. They have something going on, and they're trying to begin again, to let something end, to have a new beginning. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clarify with a few 4 tarot card cards, and then I'm also going to use some oracle cards and potentially, I don't think I'm going to go to the Romance Angels for this. I might go to the Fairy Oracle. 7 of Wands. Apparently we're supposed to relax. This is the card of patience. Be patient. And of course I always make that face simply because patience, we're all tired of hearing about it. Okay, just dropped one. Hello. All right, and I'm back. The star was in the upright as well, but I do have the Empress in reverse. Oh my goodness, you really do feel a little bit thwarted. Relax though. They're trying to become something new for you. In this come to me situation, this person has feelings for you. There's kind of not a lot of doubt about that. The Hermit in reverse. Now, when they're ready to emerge, they're coming to you. Now, normally in a group like this, it could be employment. It's not. This is a personal relationship. There's just too much around the Lovers, the Star. I do not think that there's any way that this is anything other than a personal and potentially romantic relationship. Keep hanging in there. Try to have patience. There's reason to have hope. There's an energy of starting again, and at that time, they hope to start again, apparently, with you. All right. Hang in there. Be strong. These spells work within 7 to 10 days. The more you focus, the more you concentrate, the more likely they are to work quickly. I have life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings a lot of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So the star is also one of the cards that can talk about healing also. That's about hope. It's about being in a depressed state and looking for the light. The Six of Cups in reverse is this. This person is just not in touch with you, but they're so important to you. They're just so important to you. You have a unique and interesting bond. It's potentially an exceptionally passionate one, but you haven't had a chance to act on that yet. Let's hope that you do. I have moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So that is basically telling you, please relax. You have not gotten what you want. You're getting impatient, and that is understandable. Even when this person is in contact with you, they may not be willing to reveal everything yet. They're working on something, and they're trying to become something new. Not just for you, though. It's for them. It's for them as well, that's healthy. That's healthy. You never want somebody who's trying to change for you. That doesn't last, and it doesn't really work. Oh God, breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. Your person has got something going on that they're trying to release, let go of, to kind of be able to be better for themselves and be better for you as well. Safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. Well, I like that. That does suggest with, no, this is a different group. I had the Knight of Cups in the last one. But that does actually suggest that something is coming towards you, and prosperity. A prosperous business with riches and success. Boy, that is a call to go ahead and concentrate on the other things that are going on in your life. Remember, things come to you in the time that they are meant to come to you, and divine timing can be maddening. But it is potentially true that your person is not the only one who needs to heal. You may have some issues that you need to address so that you can have the best possible relationships that you can going forward as well. One of the things I'm always on about is codependency, and how where most of us have fallen into codependent patterns at some point in our life, if not most, many. And that does not mean that you cannot have a relationship with somebody that you've had a codependent dynamic with. It simply means that you should be separate, heal your codependency issues, come together, and then have a healthy relationship. Remember, you can't be emotionally dependent on anybody but yourself, but you can actually share a tremendous love, affection, commitment, and support with another person. But you are complete as you are. Look for the person who helps you celebrate that. Your oneness, your rightness, your wholeness. And do know that apparently it is trying to come to you. I'm sorry that progress is a little bit slow. I'm going to pull this candle very gently and gingerly towards me. Insurance Agent John. Yeah, everybody has sympathy for him, at least I do. So go ahead and concentrate on this flame, and whoever it is that you want to come to you, to contact you, think it 3 times. So if it's John Doe, come to me. John Doe, contact me. John Doe, come to me. John Doe, contact me. John Doe, come to me. John Doe, contact me. And then simply concentrate and let it go. These are going to be allowed to burn all the way down. That is the thing that will release the spell's energy. You do not need to do anything else. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Please drop a comment in the comment section down below, and hit that post notification bell so that you will know when I'm posting, because I have been streaming live. I'm not very good at it yet, so I don't know how to schedule it. So I just kind of pop up. And the only way for you to know that's happening is if you have hit that post notification bell. And I am giving away free readings on that as well. They're small mini ones, but heck, anything is helpful in a time of uncertainty. As for my giveaway, that is a 60-minute live streamed reading. It can be on any subject and or subjects that you want, because I will do multiple draws within a reading. Please enter. I am giving away a 60-minute reading every month for the remainder of 2020. I will announce the first winner in my monthly reading for May. That will be filmed on the 20th, released on the 21st. If you have entered, you remain entered. In a moment, there's going to be an insert. If you'd like to book me for a private reading in other capacities, there is information on how to do that. I do stream live, so we don't have to be in the same room. Take care. Be well. Find other things while this person tries their hardest to come to you. You're not being denied, you're being delayed. Use that time wisely. You'll hear from them soon, but their arrival is not for a little bit, and that's okay. That is okay. Just know that what you learn is likely to help gladden your heart and soul. Thank you, take care, be well. I'll see you next time. Hello and welcome back. If you chose the 4th candle, then this is your reading. Your pile was anointed with Heal My Heart. You may need closure. You may need closure from somebody, or what you think might be closure. Let's go over the spell plate just a little bit. This, by the way, is from Art of the Root. I'm not affiliated. It smells wonderful. I do like their products as well. I think they do add fragrance, but I kind of enjoy it. And just as my spell plate has gold glitter on it, that is, you don't have to be all organic in your magic. Some people are, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. When I'm using Art of the Root, I'm likely not, but I do enjoy the smells so much. So, what I have on this plate is mint for communication, to open the pathways. I've blessed, empowered, and activated it to draw the energy in, to let that energy flow towards you. I also have licorice root, which is a little bit about domination, because we are trying to exert our will on another person and kind of push them and say, it's time, start talking. Whatever's holding you back, I don't care what the answer is, I simply want to know. I also have honey to sweeten it, your communications, to make this person well disposed towards you, to make them think fondly of you. I do have coffee as well to help speed things up, wake up the process. If they're not thinking about you, they will be soon. I also have cinnamon to add a little heat to the situation, and also speed and rapidity, because I take it you've been waiting for a while, so let's make this happen. I have a bay leaf inscribed with Contact Me. Bay leaves are wonderful for wish granting. I have lavender to help obscure this work. It's what you do around magical practices so that no reader or psychic can pick it up. It also helps protect you from any interfering magics or crossing magics. I also have, and it also makes sure that the person doesn't, sometimes when you're dealing with someone who's intuitive or psychic, they can sense when magic is being done on them. And so this helps obscure that, because the type of magic we're doing, we're not trying to make someone do something that they would never ever do. I don't do that type of magic, I really don't. But what I will do is help somebody resolve their own issues, and that's what this is doing. It is not going to harm this person to contact you, and apparently you have been waiting long enough. You need to know, and it is within your right. I do also have star anise, which helps things manifest in the physical world, so this doesn't just occur in the dimensional world, the non-physical, where you're meeting up in the 3 and 5D and 4D world. I also have, what do I have? Oh, I have 2 different types of carnations for power. Yellow helps attract, red is for grounding. It's the color of the root chakra. It's also a good, powerful color. And I do have pink rosebuds as well. That is about friendship, compassion, communication. The candles were anointed with clove, which is for domination, and eucalyptus, which helps burn away any blocking energies. It should also help deal with any spells on the other end in case someone is being prevented from talking to you. I have gold glitter because spirits really enjoy glitter. They're attracted to shiny things. Who can blame them? And then the element that was really inspired by Miss Avi's work, which is very similar to my spell, and I borrowed 2 things from her. One is the pin being contained in it, and that is to prick someone's consciousness, to have a nagging thought until such time they get back to you. They're not going to have a lot of peace of mind. I do have a petition underneath this that is for my own purposes, but I also carved the candle with contact me, tell me your feelings, a couple of other things. That serves as a petition as well. Concentrate on this, draw the magical energies towards you. I conjured them, but you can work with them. This is a good manifesting type of energy. So what do I have? I have the 2 of Swords in reverse. I have Judgment in the upright. 9 of Swords in reverse as the foundational. I have the High Priestess in reverse. I have Death in reverse. Apparently reverse is the, oh, Devil in the upright. That can be the card of Capricorns, by the way. 10 of Wands in reverse. I have the 5 of Swords in reverse. I have the Tower in the upright as the hopes and fears. I do have the 5 of Wands in reverse. And the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. The Sun in the upright. And then the 2 of Wands. All right. Well, this is actually quite positive. There is a potential that, for one thing, I've got 0 rejection vibes here. So whatever's going on, please, release any true fear that you're going to be told that I never loved you or whatever it is. The healing that is available to you is partially from this Devil card. It is about somebody who is struggling with their choices and potentially with addiction. Part of the reason that this person is not in your life is they have their own issues. They have their own issues. And with keeping that in mind, try to be as patient as you can be. This will be a 7 to 10 day spell. It's likely to work more quickly, but you may not get all of the closure that you're looking for. You just might get a status update because this person is dealing with something that is actually overburdening them a little bit, but they are making progress. They don't want to tell you about it until they've made a little bit more. 5 of Swords in reverse is about resolving a conflict within. The Tower in the upright is the hopes and fears. They are actually, your person is afraid you're going to move on without them. Oh, there's more than a romantic situation here as well. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so Judgment, 2 of Swords in reverse. A choice that you made to try and help someone may have deprived you of something, and you're not sure what happened. You would like your anxieties relieved by some information that only they have. There is a new beginning available, but this person is struggling with their own problems. This can be the card of depression, it can be the card of mood disorders, it can be the card of addiction, and it can also be the card of third-party situations. It is potentially true that the person that you're interested in is still involved with somebody else, and they have to resolve that before they can come towards you. And it does look as if their plan is to come towards you. With the 10 of Wands in reverse, This is peace as well, overcoming a conflict. This is balance being restored. They're hoping to heal as well. Is this the Heal My Heart group? This is the Heal My Heart group. They're trying to heal their own heart. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They're having a hard time with their mood and getting momentum going in the right direction. They feel like they are blocked from you, but you are the thing that gives them hope with the Sun in the upright. They're hoping for a new beginning, and they're trying to make plans to make that happen. I am not going to draw tarot card clarifiers. Listen, a lot of the times in general readings, I'll have more than one situation. I think this one pretty much covers it. We've got multiple people. The specifics are going to be different for different people, but there's definitely something going on where somebody that you have been involved with, it may not have been in a romantic capacity, but they injured you. They had something to tell you about why that was and what is likely to happen going forward. Let's go ahead and draw some energy cards. I like the potential for a very positive outcome. It's going to be in its own time though. They are working on this. They are working on this. They are likely to provide you with a good sense of closure, but know that they will not achieve it themselves quite yet. They have something they need to do. There we go. Can I get a little information here? What's the energy? Okay, 2 more times. I'm going to put down cut. What's going on here? Can I find out? One more time. The other day, I actually kind of freaked out and tore up an oracle card from the Enchanted Map deck simply because the message infuriated me. And it's one of those, hey, that terrible suffering thing happened to you for your highest good. Why does anybody think that's a good idea to tell somebody in pain? That all you're doing is saying, oh, you're hurt? Well, it's good for you. Don't do that. If someone's in pain, simply say, I'm sorry you're suffering. There is time enough for them to look back and reflect and say, hey, I learned a lot from that. But never tell someone who's actively injured it's for your highest good. It's dismissive and it's reductive and it's not very kind. And I'm not really sure how it got introduced into the Lightworker movement. Even if it is true, it is not appropriate to tell somebody in pain that they are being hurt to help them evolve. It might be true, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes terrible things happen and you just bear the wounds going forward. And people who are grieving in particular, I beg of you, do not say that to them. There we go. I have Man Holding a Heart, action. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and strategy. Wow. Okay. This is a love situation and somebody is trying to take action to bring their passions to be. They have a plan and they are trying apparently to come forward. That is not going to be true for everybody, but it's going to be true for a fair number of people because there's not a lot going on that could be, they're trying to extricate themselves from something, a bad situation that they've gotten themselves into. It's part of the reason you're not hearing from them. They're doing something else. Wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Oh, who's down here? That was actually the card combination from the first grouping, but I promise you it has not been there the whole time because I've been up and down several times and I would have noticed it. Even though in my live stream people finally got to see me with my glasses, there's a terrible glare on my glasses from the ring light that I use, so I don't wear them in readings for YouTube, simply so I can make better eye contact and you're not just getting a flash of the glare off of my lenses. But it does make me bend over quite a bit because I'm really quite nearsighted. I have healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul, achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract, and then wishes come true. There are other things going on in your life as well. Try and concentrate on them and know that healing will be available to you soon. Happy love fell into my lap. So, group number 4. Prepare for knowledge that will help you heal, potential news that will make you happy, to understand what is going on, but you need to energetically nudge your person. They don't want to talk to you until such time as they have accomplished something. And they need this energetic nudge to keep them going because they're losing their sight and their focus on what they're trying to accomplish because they feel like they may have lost the opportunity. Spooky, do you have anything to add here? Divine Message deck, Spooky. Okay, Seven of Swords in reverse. You might not have been told the truth by this person in the past, but they're going to come clean. I would have expected that one from the Six of Pentacles. Oh, they're in an unbalanced... There is something they're trying to resolve. They're trying to resolve a relationship that has lost its balance. It is potentially with themselves, but there is potentially another person involved. I don't get it as an active energy. I don't get it as someone being actively involved with someone. They're trying to close something out. It is using up a lot of their time and energy. And when they're done, they plan to come towards you. You can relax. They're trying to come towards you where they hope to work with you together. So, I'm going to move this candle gingerly and carefully, respectful of the flame. I say this on behalf of my poor insurance agent, John, who I'm positive does not watch these videos, or else I'm sure I would have heard from him by now. Go ahead and concentrate on this flame and ask that the energy to contact you is brought. So whoever it is that you're trying to have contact you to provide that closure, to give you that healing, here's what you would think. Concentrate on this flame and think, I'm going to use Jane Doe, so as not to be gendered. Jane Doe, contact me, heal my heart. Jane Doe, contact me, heal my heart. Jane Doe, contact me, heal my heart. Say everything 3 times, close your eyes, release it to the universe. All of these candles are going to be allowed to burn down, which is the thing that will release the spells. Typically, these act in 7 to 10 days. They often will act more quickly than that. You can focus, meditate, and even chant as you go to sleep to try and up that, because there is a love aspect to this, but we are trying to open communication. There isn't going to be a physical presence from this particular act of magic, but I do think that it should aid you in achieving the healing that you seek. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Please hit that post notification bell so that you know when I post things. And part of the reason to do that is I have been streaming live on YouTube giving free readings. And they're small mini readings. You get to ask me a question, I pull out a Celtic cross, tell you what's going to happen. The thing is, I'm not even good at the scheduler yet, so I just keep kind of popping up. And it's a good idea if you want to know when that's happening to try and get a question answered to go ahead and make sure that you're notified when that happens. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. I'm giving away a 60-minute free reading every month for the remainder of 2020. By the way, that will not be done live on YouTube. That will be private. Once you enter, you do so by dropping a comment in the comment section down below. You do need to be a subscriber as well. And I will announce the winner at the May monthly reading, which I will be filming on the 20th and likely posting on the 21st. And I will do that with every monthly read as well. And I will make every effort to contact people in their comment sections as well. Take care. Be well. If you want to book me for a private reading, there's an insert in a moment that gives you all the information on how to do that. I do stream live, so we do not need to be in the same room. This is a timeless reading, but we're in a difficult time right now. Be kind and gentle and healing with yourself. Apparently, you've been a little wounded and struggling with your own energies. Know that even if somebody has rejected you, even if they have left you high and dry for a bit, that is not about you. It is not about you. It's not about how lovable you are or whether or not you deserve love. Sometimes things take longer. Sometimes someone isn't meant for us. I'm not getting the sense there. I'm getting the sense that your person has something they need to heal within themselves before they can feel like they're a fit partner for you or a fit partner for anybody, and they're not wrong. Take care, be well. I will see you next time.